friend Pete, your friend Pete, not DIY Auto School. We're going to start doing some live videos on DIY again. We haven't done any in a long time. I want to remind everybody about our artwork sale over here. I'm not going to lay them out right now. I'm going to go ahead and make a video of these. I got some more that I got to frame. And we're going to go ahead and lay a video out on them. But always remember, my friend Pete's got artwork for sale. We got beautiful pictures. These are some very popular ones as I flip through them. Go ahead and look at those. Pickup trucks are hot items. These have all been photo taken and photoshopped by my friend Pete. And also, not just photo taken, Photoshop, but these are custom built, beautiful framework. That's a beautiful one there. Got the old rat rod with the flames in the front. Junkyard cars in the back. So we got a lot of artwork, and we need to get rid of this artwork so I can buy more and make more. Beautiful pictures, and I'd like to get rid of some. So if you're interested, you want to see some pictures, give my friend Pete a call. Call me, let me know, and we will help you out by getting you one of these pictures. We actually sold one, and I want to thank Ray out in Kansas for purchasing that. I do have some very unique and custom ones over here that are very large. This actually stands approximately, let's see here, you can see my waist. So that's about 4 feet tall, little over, maybe 3 feet. Beautiful car. That was in the junkyard, by the way. I don't know why, but it was. And then, of course, we got the row of all the vintage classics of times gone by. Look at that. So let's see what we got back here. Same thing, beautiful picture, time gone by. Here's a new one that I actually photoshopped. I don't think I framed one yet. This is actually, I believe, 4 different pictures. No, this is 3 different pictures photoshopped together. So these are actually the mountains right in front of my house. If I stand outside in front of all the Airbnbs, yeah, that's right, Airbnbs. Now I got to walk a block up the road in front of all the Airbnbs before I can take a picture of the beautiful mountains. So if I actually do that and I take a picture, these are the mountains that you will see. And then back here, this is down by, where did I take this picture? This is actually these rocks that are sticking out of the ground. It looks like Mars down in that part over by the Henry Mountains. And I can't remember the name of the town, but that's that. And then, of course, this truck was taken, the picture of that truck was taken over in, what's the name of the town? I can't. That's over by that town in Colorado. Yeah, okay. So it's 3 different pictures in 3 different situations. So I don't know if you just saw all those, but we had our camera all jacky-wacky and bullshitted. How's everybody doing out there today? This is my friend Pete. Let's get the clown act started. I'm wearing my nose band. I'm doing that on purpose to show everybody I don't give a shit what I look like. I don't care if people like me. I don't care about being vain and centered in myself because I'm a human being and I can do what I want. And if I want to walk around all day with a nose band on my nose, that's my business. And I don't care what people think. I'm wearing a t-shirt that's got holes in it, okay? And paint on it. So what? What I'd like to say, though, is thank you for all your support that everybody gives me. I appreciate it. Y'all are the best. And today we are actually changing our platform. We are going horizontal instead of vertical. For all you people out there that are on your iPhones or your cell phones and just, can't live without it and you do everything with it, I'm very sorry. Please don't get upset. But we actually have people that don't use their cell phones that often. and would like to see the horizontal picture because they're watching this on maybe possibly their TV screen or their computer screen. So we're going to go ahead and start swapping up on that and changing it around instead of doing it vertical all the time. What kind of views does my friend Pete get on his videos? Not a lot. I really don't get a lot of views. For some unfortunate reason, the last live videos that I got, it showed that I got thousands of views, and I didn't. There was a glitch in the YouTube machine, you might say, and I basically just got the average views that I always get. But a lot of times when YouTubers get to the stage, and way before me, I've been doing this for 16 years, going on 17 years. That's a long time doing videos. And a lot of people, they get 4, 5, 6 years down the road, and then they quit making videos and they fade out and peter out and die. Well, my motto is, if I can just get one view, that's all. One view from one person that understands my lingo and what I talk about, I don't give a shit. That's all I want. I will probably continue to make videos until I die. And then, someone else can take over, hopefully. I don't know. It takes a long time to make these videos. The editing takes hours. When you watch a video that's 20 minutes long, I actually did 2 hours of videotaping. Here's a good example right here. It's expensive to make these videos, and I'm not asking for money. I'm just breaking it down to all you losers and haters out there that think you know everything. Here's an example right here. I just purchased, you can see that this is basically a new camera. Okay, not really new, but new to me. I just bought that. It was $300 on eBay, and I'm actually going to buy another one for a backup because I always like to have 2 cameras. And yeah, so I just purchased this because I needed it. I need a camera to do my videos or I can't do them. And I have found out that this particular camera that I have been using for 16 years is an awesome, wonderful, beautiful camera for the videos that I do. So it's costing me $600 for 2 cameras to purchase. This camera, brand new, back 16 years ago, was $1,500. This was like the most high-end video camera that you can buy. So that's just an example of what it takes to do videos. Does it slow my work down? I've asked people have asked me that. No, it really doesn't slow my work down. I continue to work on vehicles and I just move right through it because I've been doing it so long that it's just a normal thing to do. Where do I get my ideas, people ask. I get my ideas just from nothing, just from this, that, and the other. Kind of like when I sit here and I tell my life story, history, little story time with my friend Pete. That's just something random that pops in my head because I'm thinking about that at the time while I'm talking to you, and I feel like I have to talk about it. So as far as like slowing me down for work and all this, no, it really doesn't. When I make a video, I might have 26 clips, 30 clips of video, to make that one 20-minute video. And I don't use every single little structural piece in that clip, but it's about 2 hours long of video footage, 2 to 3 hours long of video footage to make a 15 or 20-minute video. So that was a couple questions that people had that I just wanted to lay out there. Another question, I get a lot of questions, and I'm going to start making videos on DIY Auto School for questions and answers. I think that would be really cool to do. One of the main questions I have is people are really scared to paint their cars. They're scared to do rust repair mainly, and I'm not talking like, fix a little hole this big. I'm talking like major rust like I'm doing on this 4-door Chevel, which we will be getting to in a minute. Because a lot of people are misinformed, and most people don't care because they just don't care. They're normal human beings. There's a lot of people that are misinformed. And then you got this many people that are haters and going to fight you on the subject and tell you that you're wrong no matter what you tell them, because they are jealous, pathetic, piece of shit, scumbag losers that probably don't even believe in Jesus Christ. They probably think he's fake too. We'll get to that later. So I always get a lot of questions of, and this is not just on emails or my videos, this is people that will visit me and sit here, and they come all the way out here to Moab, Utah, even if they have to go off the beaten path 200 miles to come visit me, to shake my hand and make a friend and thank me for making my videos. Am I being arrogant? No, I'm not. I'm wearing my nose band. I don't give a shit. I'm just letting you know that I love what I do. I make videos to put out there in the world for people to watch, not to make money. If I was here to make money on YouTube, I would promote my videos. I would actually literally spend my money to promote this video via YouTube to get more views for the AdSense. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. I would have Patreon. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. I'm not here to try to be a, what do they call that, whatever the fuck it is, person that thinks they're going to make a living on the internet. I'm here to do exactly what I'm doing now, just basically nothing but bullshit and talk and show you shit. So back to the question. I get a lot of people, how do I fix this rust? What do I do? I got this old car that's got a lot of rust, okay? I need to fix it. It's a big rotted hole, and you know, I'm ready to give up on this car. Let me tell you, this is how you fix it. Are you sitting down? Are you watching the fucking video? Are you listening? You get off your lazy ass, quit asking questions, jump into it, get your tools that you need, because you don't know what kind of tools you're going to need until you actually start. Am I right? You have to get up, go over to the car that's rusted, start cutting metal out, and figure it out. It's all up here. If that guy can do it, and that person can do it, I can do it. That's how you're going to do it. Minnie, the body shop girl, made a comment yesterday and said, you can do a lot of stuff. I told her that this four-door car I'm restoring, we're not going to call it a money pit. It's not really a money pit. It's a big, major job. Building the back window tray on that vehicle took 4 days. 4 days, solid days, to build that tray, and I had to do it from scratch. I told Minnie, I said, man, I'm sure I'm glad that's over with. That was a nightmare. And she said, but you can do everything. I said, I can't do everything. I don't know how to work a CAD machine. I don't know how to work a plenisher or a, I don't know how. I couldn't take a piece of metal and bend it properly with a bender and all that, because I've never used one. But I wouldn't be afraid to jump into it and start doing it. Whether I messed up 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's how you learn to do it. You don't quit. I was talking to Sandblaster Steve yesterday, and I told him, I said, damn, your bodyworks really came along. It looks beautiful, dude. This is awesome. And I told him, I said, practice makes perfect. When I met the guy, he was doing body work, and he really wasn't doing body work the proper way. He was wasting a lot of Bondo. He was over stacking Bondo, making more dents, because that happens. You can take a dent this big. Do you see there? You can take a dent that big, and by the time you put your Bondo on it, you have created more dents. I got a guy down in Fayette, Utah, named Justin. You've seen him before, Mr. Rancher guy. He was the same way. I taught him a few tricks. I was there for a few minutes showing him this and that. And I said, dude, the Bondo's way too high. You need to get a Bondo Buster. What's that? I don't know what a Bondo Buster is. I showed him what to get. He ordered one online. I don't know if he's used that yet. But I actually showed him you're putting way too much Bondo on, creating too many dents. And that's what it's like. Is sometimes you got to have that guiding hand. And that's what I'm here for, people. Okay, to guide. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to ask you for anything. Maybe buy something from me. But I'm not here to ask for nothing for free. If I run across a YouTube channel and the guy on the YouTube says, for that special lesson, go to my Patreon page. You know what I do? I put a comment, PHUCK off, and I never watch him again. I don't believe in that shit. I ain't misinformed on it. I think it's a scam. I think it's bullshit that people come on here and try to make a living off this shit. Are you fucking crazy? I used to make enough money to make my truck payment. I don't even make that much on here anymore. So, there you go. We've been working on the 64 Chevel. I really don't want to bring the 64 Chevel up because I would rather watch on the videos and watch me build the car. But there's a lot of haters out there, and there's a lot of misinformed jerk-offs that don't know how to research their shit before they wipe their ass. So I'm going to go ahead and enlighten you on the 64 Chevel Malibu four-door sport sedan, not the two-post. But you can go ahead and put that in the same category. I don't give a fuck. It's a four-door. Actually, the Post was more popular. Okay? The Post car was more popular, and the car that was the most unpopular car made by Chevrolet in 1966 was the Malibu Sport Sedan. That makes this car very rare because there wasn't that many models made. Now, they made the Sport Sedan four-door all the way up to 71. And they realized that this is not a popular car. People are not buying it. We're going to quit making it. So they made it for 5 years. But the 66 was the redesigned Chevel. The Coke bottle design is what they called it. It was all redesigned. Fenders, the grills were spread out wider, and it was a beautiful car. That was the first year of the sports sedan Malibu, which was a Chevel. Now, that car came to factory with a 327, I believe it was a 285 horsepower engine. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, because I do my research. Okay, 289, okay. The engine options for the Malibu, now this was all Malibus, not just the Malibu. Okay, hold on, let's pass that up, and we will go to, that's for all Malibu. We don't want that, we want the Sport Sedan Malibu. The Sport Sedan Malibu, which is the four-door, 1966, came with a 327, 275 horsepower engine. At the time, it was the most powerful engine available in a Malibu. But this is the kicker. In 1966, the L79 327, 350 horsepower, high output, 4-barrel engine came out. It was a 2-year engine. It was a 66, 67. And at that time, and this was all manufacturers, not just Chevrolet, you could walk into the dealership, they would give you a piece of paper, and you can put any and all options of what you wanted in that vehicle at that time. And they would build that car for you. In 1966, I'm going to go ahead and read this. You could special order the L79 327 engine. It was available as a special order option for Chevrolet models in 1966, including the Corvette, the Chevel, the El Camino, the Chevy 2, and listen real close when I say this, the Malibu. While it was not a standard engine, it could be ordered through the Chevrolet dealer network. Now, we had a comment on one of our videos, because I'm trying to answer, some dildo on my video that I just posted, beautiful video that it was, where we got the car running. We found out that that's where the domino effect is starting. And it's going to be a big climb uphill to get this thing running and driving properly and looking beautiful like my friend Pete does. It's going to be a beautiful car. It's going to be a wonderful situation when we take that out and drive it. The vehicle at that time only had a 2-speed power glide transmission. They did not come out with the 350 turbo, I believe, until 1968. I believe it was 1968 is when they came out with a 350 turbo. The 350 turbo at that time was rated the most reliable and ingenious design of a transmission ever built was in 1968. So the only manual automatic transmission they had in 66 was the 2-speed power glide. You had two options on that transmission. You had the cast iron, and then they went to the aluminum. The aluminum power glide is the most popular 2-speed power glide in racing history. All race car drivers and drag racers of the situation want the 2-speed power glide aluminum case transmission for racing. Having the 2-speed power glide transmission would give you 16.8 miles per gallon in the United States. Having a 4-speed transmission would give you 19, is that what it said here? Let's look and see. I believe it said it would give you 19, where is it at? 19.5 gallons per yeah, okay, so the high thrift, this is for the 3-speed gearbox. They had 3 transmissions. They had the power glide, they had the 3-speed gearbox, and they also had a 4-speed. So the 3-speed would literally give you 17 miles a gallon. The 2-speed power glide would give you 16.8. I'm reading the calculation. I'm doing my research. And then, of course, you have the 4-speed, and the 4-speed gave you 19.1 because it was an overdrive transmission. So, we got 1966, we got 3 transmissions, and I don't even know how many fucking rear ends there are that you can put in the fucking thing, because I'm not even going to go that far. I know what the fuck I got. I got a 12-bolt posi traction rear end in my sports sedan. We're not going to go out there and get under the car and count the fucking bolts or jack it up in the air and turn the wheels so Minnie the body shop can come out here and run back and forth. I actually took the rear cover off. I did my research. I checked it out. I replaced the pinion seal, the axle seals, and the whole fuck off 9 yards. I took the engine apart. I dismantled the fucking engine down to the long block. I did not take the heads off. I did not remove the heads and see if it had, what was that, 2.0 valve size fucking valves. I don't fucking know. Okay? I'm not going to tear it down that far just to prove to some fucking YouTuber that hates the world and himself included and doesn't believe in Jesus Christ that I got what I got. I did tear it down to find the stamp numbers on the crankshaft, on the timing gears, and the oil pump. The oil pump is a high volume oil pump which was only offered in the L79 350 horsepower engine. The crankshaft is a forged crankshaft that was offered in the L79 engine. Did I calibrate the pistons and see if the rods were steel or forged or cat? No, I didn't. I do know that the car's only got 40,000 miles on it. I believe it's 45,000 miles original. In 1966, they did not offer disc brakes for a Chevrolet car. It was all drum brakes. The first year of offering disc brakes on the front was in 1967, and that was a special order. They didn't automatically put them on. So I know a lot about cars, and not just Chevrolets, but Fords and Mopars and all the other bullshit. But do I sit here to justify myself and prove to you that I am a fucking car guru? No, I don't. Because I can give a rat's shit about fucking numbers and VIN tags and all this other bullshit crap. As far as I'm concerned, that Malibu four-door car that I have, and someone laughed when I said diamond in the rust or whatever, but that's, to me, that's what that is. I've been a poor boy all my fucking life. I've never ever came across, like you see on these other YouTube videos. Oh, wow, look, it's a barn find. I just found a number matching fucking 426 big block fucking Ford in a barn. I bought it for $500. Let's take it home and get it. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm not taking it home. I'm going to put a battery in it right here and drive it home. All right, as far as I'm concerned, those videos that you watch about barn finds and getting them started immediately and driving, I think they're bullshit. Okay? I think they're reality TV. Because the real reality is what the fuck I'm doing right here, bitch. Okay? Building the fucking car, tearing it down, and fucking getting it running. I used to go to Barrett-Jackson every year. I used to make car furniture. That's why I had a junkyard in Dallas, Texas. It's for the old cars to make car furniture. Couches, desks, stereo consoles, TV stands, just whatever the fuck, okay? And I went to Barrett-Jackson. The first time I ever went was with Minnie the Body Shop Girl. Me and her went together. We took our little dog, Bruno. We were there for a week. We watched it. This is when reality TV was like at its prime, super top in the fucking sky. And we noticed that the prime time of the Barrett-Jackson was on Thursday through Sunday. The rest of the days were just lame. They were running Chevy Astro vans through the auction. One day it was all memorabilia sign stuff. But I believe it was either Friday through Sunday or Thursday through Sunday at night was the hottest thing. So we were kind of excited. It was pretty cool. And we saw all these cars selling for hundreds and millions and trillions of fucking dollars. And in the back corner over there, they had the bars set up like Las Vegas, and the place smelled like a fucking casino in there. All right, like fucking, old alcohol and cigarette smoke, and, the excitement was flying. They had the cameras set up on cables and fucking mechanical arms. They were all remote control, and they were zooming in like this, and then they had up on top behind was the big fucking setup, platform where the camera people would be, and they were like doing this. But there was one thing we did notice, that there was a lot of people in the audience, and they all knew each other. And there was a lot of people that worked for Barrett-Jackson that were wearing like suit and ties. And we're not talking a lot. We're talking like maybe 200 people that worked for him. But we noticed there was like 700 or 800, maybe 1,000 people there that mingled with each other like they fucking knew each other personally. Okay, not like you go to a party and just, hey, how's it going? I mean, these people acted like they were all buddies and friends and, you know. So we didn't think nothing of it that time. We went back the next year. And to our surprise, more than half the fucking cars that went through the auction last year were the same pieces of shit that went through the auction that year. So then we started thinking, what the fuck's going on here? That Astro van went through the auction last year. That Ford Starfire was here last year and went through the auction. That piece of shit 1987 Chevel, piece of shit 1987 Impala went through the auction last year. So all these cars, and I'm going to call them filler cars, went through the auction and sold again. And I was asking Minnie, I said, how much did that van sell for last year? And she said, I think it sold for like $3,000. It sold for the same fucking price, exactly. Fucking weird. Now these are cars that aren't on the highlight nights when, you know, the reality TV's on. Then we started noticing people that were there. Now this is way before YouTube. This is way before cameras and all this other shit, okay? And we started noticing these people there. I said, that fucking guy was here last. Look at all them people that are talking together in a circle. They were here last year. So all these people that we saw the year before in the audience that was bidding on cars and buying cars were the same fucking people that were bidding on cars and buying fucking cars. There was one year that we went, Minnie didn't go with us, and I told, I took my buddy Ed with me one time and my son PJ, but the very last year that I went, I took my daughter with me, and I took a friend named Randy. Well, my daughter was with us, I believe, for 2 days or 3 days, and then she flew back home. And then Randy stayed with me through the whole thing. And this guy, okay, bought a car, I don't remember what it was, but it went for like $1.8 million or some outrageous price. He came in the next fucking morning because the vendors would get there very early. So me and Randy are walking in the entrance, going outside to our thing, and all of a sudden this guy comes in with 4 or 5 guys, and he's hollering, screaming how he got drugged up, and he fucking got drunked up, and you fucking forced me to buy that car. I wasn't even bidding on the fucking thing. You sold the fucking car to me, and I'm going to sue your fucking ass for everything you got because it's all fucking fake here, and you're full of shit. Now, he's telling Barrett Jackson this. We stopped and we're watching the fucking argument. And of course, Jackson walks over and puts his hand on, fuck you, don't you touch me, you piece of shit. You're a fake motherfucker. Everything you do here is fake. And he's just going on. He says, let's go in my trailer and we'll discuss the situation, okay? We'll get rid of the problem. Well, outside of the venue, which was very large, it's called Westworld, I think, Jackson had a fucking like $6 million fucking RV trailer outside. It had like 5 fucking, pop-outs and all this other shit. So anyway, they ended up going in there, and me and Randy said, man, Randy says, I didn't believe you, Pete, but I'm telling you right now, after seeing that, I believe it. This is fucking fake. This is fake as fucking shit. So if you think that I'm pulling fake shit over here to make videos and telling bullshit fucking lies to make myself look big, fuck you, okay? Fuck off. A lot of people walk around, they get up in the morning, they look at the sun, they clear their eyes off, and whatever the fuck they did the day before, they do exactly the same thing that day. if they hear that a crooked politician just got busted for stealing money from the government, they don't give a fuck. Okay, this is what society has done to us and the way of living, and of course, social media and cell phones. They don't care. If they hear about a school shooting and 65 kids get killed and 12 teachers, they don't give a shit. So what? If they go to the store and they buy a gallon of milk and it costs $10 and the day before it was $7, they don't give a fuck. If they go buy their gasoline and the gas went up to $6 a gallon and it was $3.75, that's life. That's the way society and our government has trained you and me to think. It's called brainwashing, people. As far as I'm concerned, Trump's in office. He ain't done a fucking... The only thing he's done for me that might be good is took that LGBTQ flag shit out of our system. I don't ever want to see that. I don't give a fuck about that. Go back in your closets and hide and fuck off. Okay? I don't share my sexual inhabitation with you and parade around like I'm somebody. Why should you have the pleasure to do that when 99.9% of the world doesn't give a fuck? It's disgusting, it's unreligious, and it's against fucking moral ethics. I'm sorry, okay? Downtown, they were having there was like 7 or 8 fucking punks down there having a protest against, what country is that? Starts with a K. Anyway, Middle East country. And I told Minnie, I'm going to get out and film them. Fuck these motherfuckers. Okay? Well, it is true that the children are starving over there, but they're misleading everybody because Trump has already sent millions and trillions of dollars of food over there to feed them and help them out, which is true. All this misfortuned information that people are jamming down your throats because you are misinformed and you don't know fuck. You start believing it, you wake up, you live the same fucking bullshit, and you get to the point where you never fucking even care what the fuck goes on because you're at the age of so fucking what? Who cares? That's what our government wants us to do. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, getting on here jabberwacking about nothing but nothing, trying to justify myself about this bullshit fucking car. And let's see here. A buddy of mine purchased a Chevel from Barrett Jackson auction down in Arizona. I think beautiful car. He still has it. Don't think he has ever drove it. Such a waste of time and money investment. When I restore cars for people at my shop, I try to guide them into a reasonable restoration where you can drive the car. Now, if it comes to a certain extreme circumstance, like we're going to use our 71 Chevel, for instance, and we look at the bottom of that car and it's solid fucking rust, and you want a brand new paint job and you're going to put interior in it, and you open the hood and the engine looks like dog shit. And for all you people out there that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, let me show you. We're going to go there. We're going to come over here. Let me get a picture of this fucking engine bay. Let me see if I can get a clear picture of it. This is what the car looked like when he brought it to me. And you would say, wow, that fucking car's nice. Okay? So that's the day that we unloaded it. Beautiful car. It looks awesome. It's a nice car 10 feet away. Okay, now watch this. We open up the hood, and this is what it looks like. That's under the hood of the 1971 Chevel. Look at the power booster on it. Look at the engine. Look at the core support. Look at everything else. All right, let's go ahead and look. Let's go ahead and dig a little deeper, and then I'll get to my point here. We're going to go ahead and show you the frame of the car. Hang on, let me find it. I take millions of pictures. I give all the pictures to my customers if they want them. So we're going to get to the frame. So here's the car. Now look at this. This is that beautiful green car with the white stripes that you would drive down the road and be proud to drive. Big block 402. Look at this. That's the same car, people. The same car. When I looked up underneath that car, I told the owner, I said, look, dude, that car's in bad shape. I don't want to see you paint the car and the rest of it, you know, rotted and rusted. Here's the frame. Look at this. That's the frame. That's the engine and transmission. The brake lines, the fuel lines, and everything else that goes with it. The brake lines and the fuel lines were completely rotted out. I think I got it on film, and you'll see that, where I took a poker tool, and I'm holding a brake line on the table, and I'm going like this to it, and it goes right in the fuel line like a piece of watermelon. And this car was on the road driving. So what I do is I try to inform people on building their cars and give them good advice, yet on the other hand, how they can save money doing it. And you can ask any of my customers that I have worked for, and they will say, yes, Pete's right. He saves me a lot of fucking money. So the Chevel needed a lot more than a paint job. I ended up buying, because I wanted to see this car leave my shop in a beautiful condition, not a rat shit, let's go ahead and scuff and paint it Earl Shives condition. I went ahead and bought a rotisserie, basically specifically for this car. Now, if the owner's watching this, I don't want him to get a guilty conscience or anything, because I have used the rotisserie on several other cars here at the shop, and I will use it again. But it gave me the opportunity to go ahead and just buy one. I had one in Dallas, and I sold it. I should have kept it. I was stupid. I sold my frame machine in Dallas. I should have kept it. I was stupid. So, we are restoring the car and going a step further because we had to. But my prerogative is, I would not restore a fucking car that you're going to park in your garage and never drive. I would restore a car to the ability of making it a driver restoration. To me, restoring a car that you are going to put in the garage and just put a car cover over it, or possibly never drive it, to me, that's a waste of money, and that's what these Barrett-Jackson cars are. Waste of fucking money. I've seen people buy these Barrett-Jackson cars, and then the next couple years later, you see them up for sale. They sell the fucking things for half price or less that they bought them for. If you're restoring a car for an investment, you're in the wrong fucking business. If you think by watching Barrett-Jackson and you see one of these bullshit cars go through the auction and sell for $1 million, and you just happen to have the same kind of car, you better fucking wake up and dream again. All right? Now, right now, in the muscle car market, I believe the 70 model Chevel is the most popular muscle car there is. That's the most popular one on the market, is the 70 Chevel, I believe, big block Chevel. I don't know, it could have changed. I haven't kept up with my research. I might be misinformed. Speaking of misinformed, it's time for my friend Pete to get to work. I got a Corvette out there that I gotta do. Let's take a walk outside. I'll show you what I've been doing this week. And I might work on my four-door Chevel that I've been lying and cheating to all my viewers and people out there. I might work on that today. I just might. And another thing is, it really doesn't matter what the fuck I have in that car. to you, okay? If I have a 6-cylinder, who gives a rat fuck? If I have a motorcycle engine in it, so fucking what? It's my fucking car. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. And that's life. So fuck you and your stupid comment about you don't know what the fuck's going on shit, because you don't, bitch. We went ahead and took the dash out. The customer asked my friend Pete to do that. I was very leery on doing it. But that was a big job. I'm not going to bullshit you. 6'5", that's me. 6 feet 5 inches tall, crawling up under dashboards and unbolting all this crap was a very, very big job, but we got it out. We're going to get the gauges boxed up. He's going to have those restored, I think. But let's go over here and look at this wire harness. This is kind of a sketchy deal, people. We got very old wires here, and we're going to look at those. I'm going to go ahead and get my camera set up like this. And the owner thought I was kind of, when I was texting him, I think he thought I was joking, just making fun of him, which I wasn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that. Now, I don't know who wired this car up, but somebody rigged up all the wiring on it and kind of took it for granted that it would work. And I don't want to bend these wires because they're as hard as a rock and they'll crack. But if we look down here, let me go ahead and show you this. We got aftermarket gauges in it that somebody put in there. I don't know who did it. But the way they wired those up, they used crimps, which is great. I mean, you can use those crimps. Those things are awesome if you know how to use them. But up under the dash here, let me try to find the wire. I don't know if I can find the wire. When I went to move the dash, the wires separated and the crimp came apart. There was also wires that were hooked to the ignition that weren't even hooked up. This one right here wasn't even hooked on there. I don't know what that goes to. I'd have to get a wiring schematic. And half of the bulbs don't work on it. And like I said, the wiring itself is like real fucking hard. And I don't want to bend it because it'll crack. So the wire harness is not in good shape. And it's not because the owner did anything wrong or anything like that. It's called old. Okay? It's called old and nasty. It's called deterioration. Everybody and everything gets old and eventually deteriorates. So we'll talk to the owner about that and see what he wants to do since we got it all cleared out. Would be a good time to do something. I don't know if he wants to, and if he doesn't, that's fine. We'll just throw everything back together and go down the road. Minnie, the body shop girl, is now taping it off, and you can see that she's taping everything off so we can prime all of this miscellaneous stuff that we need to prime. And then what we'll do is we will move the Chevel over out of the way. I'll put some plastic down, and we'll go ahead and do a final prime job on everything that needs painted. And then, bam, we're ready to start painting that silver and white. And then we will have to prep this up. So you see where we're at. There's my L79 engine. We're not going to look at it. Oh, I'm sorry. It's got a 2-speed power glide, people. Make sure you leave a comment about that. And then that's about it. I mean, next week, I called the owner on the Chevel, and I told him we're going to have to put a hold on your car for a couple weeks. And he said, that's fine, because I need to get that Corvette done. And so what I'm going to do, the reason this isn't off of the rotisserie yet is because I want to go ahead and fine-tune all the bodywork with it on the rotisserie, because I'm standing in front of it instead of down on my knees and stuff on the floor. And then here's our beautiful drivetrain. This is what it looks like now. You saw the picture of it before. So, yeah. Going to be a beautiful car, guys. Beautiful car. Inside and out, by the way. Here's our infamous, look at that. That's what the whole car looked like underneath. Right there. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, doing a walk around in the shop and waking up early every morning, not just today, and then watching the sun rise. Okay, I watch the sunrise. And you know what I really do? I want to tell you what I really do first thing in the morning. There you go. Looky there. The Chevel. Yeah, the Volkswagen is gone. It's not here anymore, guy. I had other bills to pay. I had other stuff that I had to get off my back that was riding on my back, and I had to get rid of it. And I didn't want to get rid of my Baja. I wanted to keep it, but that's life. You know, life is life, and that's life. Speaking of life, I was telling you about getting up early every morning. I get up around 3:30 or 4 every fucking morning. And let me go ahead. There we go. Do a little pan action with the camera. Okay. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I tell Jesus Christ, thank you. Thank you that I can go out there and ride my bicycle 15 to 18 miles a day. Thank you for letting me do my 30, 45-minute exercise routine that I do every day in the morning. Thank you for letting me do that. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people are disabled to the point that they can't even do a squat, or they can't do they can't bend over and touch their toes. They can't do anything. So I thank God for everything that I can still do. What about you? Do you thank Jesus Christ? There was a guy on Facebook that said, and it was a big long thing. And I guess there was something that happened to him drastically. And I think he was on his deathbed in the hospital maybe or something. I didn't read the whole thing, but I was scrolling through it and it had all these names on it. And he was thanking all these people for, wishing him the best and praying for him and blah, 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 blah. But there was one name that wasn't on that list that should have been on the top of it. And that is, I want to thank Jesus Christ. Because if you can't sit there for a split second and say, thank you, Jesus Christ, that took less than 2 seconds, and do that every single day that you wake up, there's something wrong with you. I don't give a shit if you're an atheist or if you don't give a fuck about believing in religion or anything else, but all it takes is 2 seconds to tell yourself when you wake up, thank you, Jesus Christ. That's all you got to do. And go on your way every day. Because believing in Jesus Christ is a thing that everybody should be doing. And I'm going to tell you again, if you learn to follow and believe in Jesus and know that there is a God out there, your life will change. You can ask anybody that's ever fucking sat down in here and talked to me, or possibly on the phone, and they will tell you, Pete has said hundreds of times, he doesn't give a fuck about money. I don't care about having money. I don't care about having material fucking items. Because I get up every fucking day and I thank God for what I got and what I can do at my age. I ride my bicycle every fucking day, 15 to 18 miles. You want me to tell you what time I go out? 5 a.m. in the morning, between 4 and 5 in the morning. It's peaceful, it's quiet, there's nobody out there except me, the wind, and the beautiful smells and aromas of where I live. When I come back, I do a 30, 45-minute stretch workout. And as I'm doing that, I'm looking at that picture right there of Jesus Christ. Let me go ahead and zoom in. And I'm thanking Jesus for everything that he's given me. I'm telling you now, people, if you believe in Jesus and you follow the word, you will see a change in life. I don't know anything about the Bible. I know stories that have been told to me, I don't read the Bible on a continual basis. I don't even really own a Bible that's a personal Bible of mine. Does that make me a bad person? No. In my heart and in my mind, I don't believe you need to have a Bible. But what you do need is Jesus. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. And Jesus just told me that I need to get to work. It's going to be 100 and plus degrees here today, and I want to get as much done as I can this morning. I want to thank everybody for watching. This has been a bullshit video, basically about nothing but justification on my fucking car that ain't got nothing to do with you, bitch. So keep leaving your bullshit comments about how you know about everything, and when I click on your name, you ain't even got one follower, motherfucker. Dr. Dab says, I pray every morning just for waking up my brother. Okay, I think there was supposed to be a comment in there. Waking up, comma, my brother. That's good for you, Dr. Dab. God bless you. David Loyce, how you doing, Dave? We all know Dave. Lots of disabled elders over at the senior center across the street. Hopefully they're praying to God. The Corvette guy, 50, keeping that heart healthy, Pete. Great job. Thank you, Corvette guy. I hope you like our build job we're doing on Mr. 67 over here. We got Stephen Panko. I have 2 disabled veteran children. Both are 100% disabled. Both have jobs and go to work every day. Mindset, people, mindset. That's right. Kind of what I was saying in the beginning of this video. If you want to do something in life, I don't give a fuck what's wrong with you or where you're at in life. If you're going to sit around feeling sorry for yourself and you're going to tell yourself, poor me, and I'm disabled, or you're sitting around lazy ass motherfucker collecting free fucking money from the government and telling everybody you're disabled, fuck, you're the fucking piece of shit because you won't get off your ass and do something about it. You're either sitting around whining and crying, complaining, or you're fucking bragging about how you're getting free money from the fucking government. You're a piece of shit. Get off your ass. Shut the fuck up. People say I bitch and complain. Oh my God, there's Pete. He's going to get bitching and complaining again. Mr. 61 out here told me, oh yeah, you're going to make another live video, you're going to bitch and complain. He was joking accordingly because that's what most people think on here. If you take the aspect of what I'm trying to give to you and grasp on it, you won't see the bitching and complaining. You'll see the truth and the actions of what we should be doing in life to change things, to quit being misinformed and quit being the zombie that you are. I don't care if milk goes up. Fuck it. Gas is that price. I gotta live with it. Donald Trump being president has done nothing for you and me. He's only done for the fucking rich, the corporations, the businesses. He is the same as every other fucking politician out there. The only difference is he's the good guy. Because in every story that you ever hear, I'm repeating myself, there's good and there's evil. He just happens to be the good guy. He's playing that part in the movie that you're watching every time you click on a fucking political jargon, fucking something about politics crap. That's another thing. You want to get your shit together? Quit fucking following politics. Quit talking about politics. Quit putting yourself in the middle and gossiping and being the fucking guy that's going to be the conspiracy theorist fucking dude. I'm not doing it no more. Fuck that. I got my life to live, and I'm going to do what I do in my motherfucking world that I can control. Because you can't drop the price of milk. You can't go out and dig a ditch and hit oil like the Beverly Hillbillies and make your own gasoline. And there's nothing a handful of people like you and me can do about it anyway. And they fucking know that, bitch. So play the bitch more, and you're going to be a bitch because life is a bitch. The bitch is here to stay. Try to pull it out of your fucking ass, and it ain't gonna come out, because you can't fucking wake up and see the fucking light. Bitch! We got Stephen Panko says, motivate those around you. The only way you can motivate somebody around you is you gotta be motivated yourself, bitch. I'm not retired, but do like going to senior center just to say hello. That's good for you, Jack. You know what? Jack's a nice guy. Jackie Kraft. I appreciate that, Jackie. That's one thing I miss in my shop in Dallas is all the fucking friends I had that came over to my shop. We got Don. He used to come over maybe once, 2, 3 times a month, hang out. Old man Bill, okay? God rest his soul. Old man Bill's passed away. We got several other people out there that used to come over to my shop, passed away. Van Guy Eddie, he's gone. When his wife died, he deteriorated and left the earth and left my friend Pete. We got a lot of other people out there that have gone, but you know what? You're gonna go too. You better get your shit together, you better make your fucking life straight, and you better make it fast. Because you can die in 10 minutes from now. You can die tomorrow. You can die anytime, anywhere, any fucking place. And if you're not right with Jesus, God only knows what's going to happen. Now I'm rambling on. I got to go, guys. Okay, Steve Panko says, I'm not stopping until I'm 6 feet under. Thank you. Couple more comments. We got Robert Perego. I've been watching YouTube videos about food stamp fraud by Baby Machine Mama with 8 kids and 8 baby daddies and getting $3,000 a month in food stamps. Okay, first of all, that all started with our president back in the 60s, and I'm not going to go into the story of it. They did that, and the Democrats created that situation so they would get votes. They basically were paying people to vote for him. Weekly Loser is not with us anymore, Dave. Sorry. Okay, this is going out to Panko. I am actually changing my channel to help motivate disabled people to show them you can still do what everyone else does. This is Greets Spot Garage. I guess he's got a YouTube channel. So if anybody's interested in another YouTube channel out there, Grease Spot Garage is a YouTube channel and basically asking for viewers like you. Support your local viewers. Support my friend Pete. Bitch. Okay? Do that for me. Sammy Salamy's on protest because he says fuck it. People don't give a fuck anymore. Why should I get on fucking line and bitch and complain when nobody gives a rat fuck? That's what Sammy Salamy's telling me. He says, when you get people straight, my friend Pete, I'll come back. Until then, fuck off. I'm in Miami doing my thing, bitch. Multiple sclerosis sucks. I'm sorry to hear about that, Jeremy. Here's an interesting thing I learned yesterday. Peter Frampton, guitar player, singer, rock and roller from the 70s, he has got a disease like Lou Gehrig disease, but it doesn't kill you. It deteriorates all your muscles throughout your body. It starts out slow. It works on your legs and your hands first. And then eventually you just become depleted, crippled. Well, he's got that disease. Now when he's in concert, he sits on a chair and he can barely, he's losing the muscles in his hands, but he's still playing the guitar from memory. But something else I found out about Peter Frampton, which is very shocking, I didn't know this, that from 1968 all the way up till about 1982, or 82, 83, he actually wore a wig. That was not his real hair. By the age of 18, he was bald as an eagle. I didn't know that. One of these days, I'm going to have to pull a picture of me, my friend Pete, out when I was 18 years old, working at 7-Eleven. One of these days, I'll pull that out, and yeah, my hair was actually real. But that was kind of shocking to know that Peter Frampton wore a fucking wig. I actually saw him in concert 3 times. Peter Frampton was pretty cool in my book. I don't know about yours, but Godfather Customs. Bernie, how you doing, Bernie? Bernie's got a YouTube channel. Check him out. And he's also got a beautiful shop down in Florida. If you have Jeeps or anything else, contact him. If you're in Florida, he can fix you up. Gotta go, guys. It's been a long journey. 16 years, going on 17 years, and we're going to keep going strong. And if you don't like it, fuck off. If YouTube doesn't like my videos and they want to block me from not getting AdSense on my live videos, I don't give a shit. Because I would rather see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 people look at my videos and get something out of them. And I know a lot of YouTubers say that. I'll get on other videos on the skin, and they say the same thing. If I can just reach one person, that's all I want, one person. But you know what? You can tell when somebody's really honest and really abiding by that. A lot of these people are saying that just so they can get views. My friend Pete, I'm fucking real, bitch. We ain't Barrett Jackson, motherfucker. You know, now that Barrett Jackson's made trillions of dollars off reality TV, now there's another one called Meekum Auction. Same fucking shit. They go through there like cattle, selling these cars for millions of dollars. You know, that's all fucking bullshit. I've been to the Meekum auctions. It's all trash. If you want reality, quit watching reality TV. How does that sound? 36 years with Lyme disease. It's a horror. I'm sorry to hear that, Dusty77. I'm not up on Lyme disease. I don't know what it is. I can't talk about it, but it sounds like a bitch. God bless you. I'm saying a prayer for Dusty77 right now to Jesus Christ. Have a great day, Pete. The future looks bright. Yeah, it does. Bright and fucking hot. I got to go, guys. Thank you. Support my friend Pete. Buy some of my art. I'm going to tell you the prices. The little ones are $165. I got the big ones over here. Those are $350. I'm sorry. I'll tell you right now, on the 165 ones, I've calculated up. I know how much money I spend on them. And I'm not talking just on the metal or getting the picture printed. I'm talking about the welding wire and gas and everything else. I make approximately $35. $25 to $40 is what I make on one of those. Okay? I'm not fucking rich. Don't sit there and think I am. And yes, bitch, it is an L79, 350 horsepower, high output, 327 engine. Fuck you!